Welcome back. A Mobile-born rapper who's been in and out of trouble with the law over the past several years, now in federal custody on a gun charge. Nashawn Jones, who performs under the name HoneyKomb Brazy, is one of 3 people arrested during a traffic stop earlier this month. Fox 10's Brendan Kirby is live at the Breaking News Center with more on this. Brendan, all of this starting at the W.K. Wilson Bridge on Interstate 65.
Yeah, that's right, Lee. It was December 18th. The Mobile County Sheriff's deputy noticed that the sport utility vehicle had tinted windows and pulled it over at exit 22 on I-65 in Crayola. Court records filed last week indicate that law enforcement officers found guns and drugs. An affidavit filed by an FBI task force officer says a sheriff's deputy noticed a 2022 Cadillac Escalade was in the passing lane for too long on Interstate 65 and had tinted windows. The driver was listed as 31-year-old Mobile resident Mason Fuller. Court documents say he was wearing a soft body armor labeled enforcement and had a bulletproof vest inside the vehicle. The passengers were identified as Nashawn Jones, who is known by HoneyKomb Brazy, and a 39-year-old Houston man named Miguel Hall. According to the affidavit, deputies found a Gerson 9mm pistol near where Fuller was sitting and a Smith & Wesson AR pistol under the third row seat near where Jones and Hall were sitting. All 3 were prohibited by law from having guns, Fuller because of a protection from abuse order signed by a judge in Georgia, and the other 2 because of prior felony convictions. The affidavit also alleges that deputies found a partially smoked marijuana cigarette in the ashtray and a liquid medicine bottle that investigators believe may have been a syrupy narcotic drink known as lean. Jones has put out a number of rap music videos depicting guns and violent lyrics. He's been arrested several times, most recently in November on a charge that he exposed himself to a corrections officer at Mobile County Metro Jail in October 2021. Mobile County District Judge Spiro Chariagatis dismissed that charge on December 13th after the victim indicated that she didn't want to move forward. That was just 5 days before the traffic stop on Interstate 65. Jones has experienced the criminal justice system from the other side as well. Investigators say Jones's grandparents were killed in a drive-by shooting and fire in 2022. Investigators believe the killing was revenge against one of Jones's associates. The first murder trial in that shooting is scheduled for May. Jones and his co-defendants in the latest gun case, meanwhile, will appear in U.S. District Court. A date hasn't yet been set.
Yo. You already know what time it is. It's your boy Cartier Kane, man. We're getting to it. Thank you for joining in. It's your boy. And right now, we're going straight in. Let's talk about HoneyKomb Brazy, man. HoneyKomb, you let the streets down, bro. You let the streets down. If you've been under a rock and you haven't heard, HoneyKomb Brazy is locked back up again. After being home from the feds for give or take 30 days, he's locked back up again for drug possession and possession of a firearm. I don't know the details, and hopefully, not knowing the details, hopefully there's a glimmer of hope for HoneyKomb Brazy to come out from up under these circumstances, because your enemies, they're happy. They're jumping for joy. Moments like this is what they prayed for. They got their Christmas early by you slipping up and not playing chess with this. By us being street niggas, I can relate to you. But what I can't relate to is, at some point, you gotta outgrow the street ways, man. I can't stress this enough, man. The game done changed. I know y'all wanna stand on all 10, stand on business, and you wanna come home and show not only the industry, but the streets, your street niggas, that you really live what you say. This shit WWE, man. And you gotta realize that. This is a business. This is a big business. And you gotta adjust to the times, man. If not, then maybe you where you really wanna be at. It's a lot of less stress. not a lot of what would they call it, expectations. People don't expect you to be great. This might be a lot of weight on your shoulders, but you gotta think about it, homie. You done sacrifice, and I don't mean that like you done sacrifice, but you done lost your grandma and your grandfather to this game. You owe that to them, to make them proud, to do right. And by you falling victim to this, you gotta move. To me, you should have been moving militant. All them street dudes around you, they not thinking for the long term. The reason why they ain't thinking long term because they trapped in the trap. And they ain't never seen the long term. They only seen the corner store, the liquor store, the check cashing place. They can't look that far down the road, man. If they could have, then they would have realized you hold the key to changing everybody around you life, man. And they would have kept all obstacles out of your way. They would have been taken in charge, or they wouldn't have put you in harm's way, period, in the first place. They would have had you moving militant and like a boss. That's what you should be. You done did your time. You done stood in the paint. You done lost. You got casualties of war. You know what I'm saying? It's time to boss up. And shout out to my homeboy Gutter Tech, man. Gutter Tech, you and him chopped it up. And y'all had a feature coming up. But y'all was collabing and networking or whatever. But Gutter Tech made a comment, made a post on IG just letting you know, y'all represent the same cause. And letting you know, man, that's a violation for you not standing on business and having that mind frame and not being a leader like you supposed to be. You got people depending on you, man. And I know Gutter Tech personally. He a hot artist from out of he out of Texas, well really he out of Florida, but he universal, man. You know what I'm saying? He out everywhere. Salute Gutter Tech, man. That's my brother. But he let it be known. And he ain't even in your circle. You need stuff like that for people that's in your circle and you know when you wrong. You don't need a whole bunch of yes man. I mean, look at Rollo Famgoon. Rollo Famgoon came home and he moving militant. He took a lot of battle scars and stuff, but he done learn, he done wisen up, man. He see what this game is, and he moving smart, man, getting to the money. That's what it's about. It's about empowering yourself and empowering the people around you to level up. We trying to get out the hole. We ain't trying to stay in the hole. That is nothing to glorify, man. That's what you gotta realize, man. And I hope HoneyKomb Brazy get out of this situation because he's a talented brother, a very funny individual, and the whole Alabama is riding on you. You got people like No Cap, you got other artists from Alabama, but for 2023, personally, HoneyKomb Brazy was the most charismatic, the most controversial. He had a lot of emotion behind it. And I believe he can speak that into existence. He can, as long as he can come out of that and wise up and see how his enemies are happy and use that as motivation to learn how to maneuver and come from up under that, man. We gotta think smarter, not harder, man. This game is designed for us to fail. Ain't nothing wrong with winning. You gotta win by any means necessary, man. That's the goal. Y'all can play the game how you want to, man. But the objective of this game is to win and provide. I don't know if you got kids, HoneyKomb Brazy, but you got kids depending on you. You got people depending on you. You see your mama walking down the road. Maybe she stayed a few blocks away or whatever. That's how she chose to move. But when you at war, You gotta stress that down, and you gotta let her know. She gotta take a Uber. You know, I know she feel at home, but you gotta stress it to her like, you know, Mom, you might not make it to get that can. We know you love that can more than you love protecting yourself. But then put it this way, you might not make it to go get that bill. Go get the Uber. You know what? If I'm riding bulletproof and I'm protecting myself, I'm gonna make sure my mama protected, man. That same bulletproof is gonna be until I'm able to get a home and duck my mama off, and I'm gonna be right there with my mama. That's just me. And she gonna follow me around. She gonna be around. She gonna be my personal chef. Said, I got all the bill. We gonna buy the caseloads of bill. The bill gonna be right there if you want it. That's how I'm moving. Everybody ain't the same. You had features going on, co-sign from Birdman. Birdman still hold a little weight in the game. Might not be as much as it was, but it hold a little weight. And just by him co-signing brought a little bit more attention. It's levels to this shit. You got to get to one level to get to the second, to get to the third, and so on and so on. You just got to move. Move accordingly, man. So I hope this message get to you one day soon, and you get free. You got people out here who depend on you. You got people in this industry, in this internet game. We want to be entertained, man. You an entertainer. I know in your mind you thinking like, man, I'm a street nigga, man. Nah. When you get in that booth, nigga, this WWE, man. You an entertainer, man. You a rapper, man. You ain't gotta do all that, man. You feel me? Move accordingly, man. It's your boy Cardiac Kane, man. I'm gonna keep it real, man. Salute everybody who salute me back, man. And if you ain't, you already know what time it is, man. Yay.